Order! Order! Right honourable members of this Parliament, please be silent. King Albert I, monarch and Lord Protector of this realm, has come to address his Parliament. My lord, please, take the floor. You have this chamber's attention. Good subjects of this mighty kingdom, honourable members of this house, lend me your care and attention. Through troubled times, I have been at the helm, steering this nation. For 4 years our kingdom has mourned the loss of its queen, my mother, Queen Victoria. So, I stood up to take her place. For 3 years our kingdom has gnashed its teeth at our bitter defeat in the war with Prussia. So, I stood up to hold this country together. For 2 years this kingdom has suffered rebellion from the northern cities who send their weak and needy to fill our streets. So, I stood up to welcome the loyal and punish the traitorous. It is high time that I remind you of our birthright. A right of every God-fearing man born on these British Isles. A right that you men seem to have forgotten in these dark times. The land on which an Englishman stands is his, by sheer fact that he has stood upon it. No people in the history of mankind have ever been given this right by God. No nation of peoples has ever had the strength to carry and maintain this divinely given blessing. And with this right, what have you done? You threw it into a furnace and took to hiding below our nation's glorious capital, while you sit in your political chambers and mule over petty semantics and unpatriotic deals with countries beyond our border. It is high time we unite the Isles under the Crown's influence. High time we bring together our people in joyous and liberal spirit. High time we make the world again quiver when they see a troop of red-clad kingsmen marching in finest order with purest heart. Gentlemen of Parliament, too long have we let our rights as British men go unrealized. We must, by the grace of God himself, reassert ourselves before those who would seek us crushed beneath their heels rise up to take our mantle. I intend to lead an army of my most loyal soldiers to the cities of Manchester and Hull, to begin taking back what is rightfully ours. Do you intend to sit within the safety of your new furnishings, the foundations of which I fought for? Or do you wish to realize yourselves and fight for God, fight for your king, and fight for your country? Sky Atlantis was the death knell for the pure steam world that humanity once lived in. Meant to be the shining city in the sky that would save man from total self-destruction. Sky Atlantis instead spiraled mankind into a war that changed the way of life for everyone forever. Spawned from technology that gave little concern to the sustainability of life, a deadly gas now coats much of the world's surface. Over years, it twisted wildlife, mutated fauna, and brought great illness to many of those who could not escape to the few remaining places on Earth where clean air is still in abundance. To many, the world of Sky Atlantis is barren, an inhospitable wasteland of deadly gas, crippling poverty, and terrifying man-sized insects that hunger for anything with blood warmer than the cold ichor that flows through their mutated bodies. A generation of suffering and maddening privation has seen horrors beyond anything that a mortal could put into paper or song, poem, or literature. It is a place of ignorance and hatred, a land in which people either monopolize violence to ensure their own survival, or suffer a life of enforced service or death to those who are willing to surrender to their base survival needs. To a lucky few, however, who are guarded by what technology remains, the world of Sky Atlantis is abundant with the pleasures of the modern world. Food is readily available, shelter is affordable, and a long and happy life is well within the grasp of every citizen. Though the quality of life differs depending on which nation one is born in, is undoubtedly better than living in the gaslands. Sky Atlantis is a tabletop RPG that takes the dice rolling elements of Dungeons and Dragons, the survival mechanics of the Darkest Dungeon, and the turn-based combat of Warhammer 40k to create a dynamic role-playing experience. What you are about to watch is the beginning of a campaign that I have played with some people on my Discord. So, it has been 2 weeks since you were forced onto an auto-sub bound for the Australian Greenback by the leader of the 40 Thieves gang in London, Jackal Pierpoint. In a fit of displeasure, he has sent you away from London, making all but 2 things very clear. During your last time meeting him, you've been injected with a latent poison that will kill you in 2 months' time. And you have been given you will be given a cure if you succeed in completing a small errand for him in the Australian Greenback. For a long fortnight trapped within the confines of narrow corridors, thrumming engines, and uncomfortable sleeping quarters, you have mulled over your life choices that have brought you into contact with Mr. Pierpoint. What in your life led up to this meeting with one of London's most powerful gang leaders, and why has Jackal Pierpoint decided to send you away in such a manner? So whoever wants to go first?
Mr. Bug can do it.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just reopen my absolutely not bloated backstory document so I can actually remind it. It all started with my dude, or me. How should I actually address my character? Like my character or me, or does it even matter?
You confess yourself as you can confess yourself by your first name. It's whatever's easy for you.
Okay. So it all started with me going on a typical gas waste duty, murdering everyone I can see, because my show told me to. And it was shortly I met the group of people who didn't look that peacefully. They were armed to teeth, they were saying and screaming bad words, and generally acting like assholes. That, of course, didn't stop me because my shovel the gas told me that they need a redemption, their souls need to be saved. But for me, that's a pretty trivial task. I just bonk them with the shovel on the head and they are saved. Because their souls and bodies will be devoured by gas, allowing them to be reborn in a far future as the purest and the best entities they are to be imagined. So, without hesitation, I just charged into battle and quickly disposed of 2 heavily armored thugs with my shovel before they even were able to notice me. But, as unfortunate as it was, thing is, there were not only 2 of these people. There were like 20 of them around me. All with the guns and a very shocked faces about how the fuck that crazy murder hobo just killed 2 like really big, beefy people with the big guns, using only his shovel. That, of course, didn't stop me from charging into combat once again, because fuck me, I've survived so much things, simple bullets cannot kill me. I will live for as long as gas wants me to.
So
But suddenly...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's not the end. Wait. I'm sorry if it takes that long.
No. Keep on going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but suddenly instead of bullets, my body was hit with the tranquilizer darts. Starting with 1, following with the second. And soon, after about 12 of them, I finally fell unconscious. The thing is, I managed to run into a very strange party of London bandits that were looking for some rare animals, rare mutated animals for their boss in gas wastes. I have no idea why would anyone need those mutated beasts, but the leader of that gang actually saved my life. Seeing how easily I got rid of his two bodyguards, he decided not to just murder me, but to tranquilize me and bring me to his boss. Because holy shit, that guy is savage. He surely can be used for something. And that's literally how I got my ass handed to a jackal. I was just captured like a wild animal. And these motherfuckers not only injected me with poison, but they also sprayed it over my gas mask, which is absolutely lethal for me, and I cannot allow my gas mask to die.
Oh, I see.
I don't care for my life. Yeah.
So you yourself are not injected with the poison. They've injected your gas mask with it, and you're trying to save your gas mask.
I am injected with poison, but I don't care. But they injected poison into my gas mask, and that is what I care about. So I had no choice but to obey them for now.
Fantastic. Nice one. I like that one.
I'm sorry it took so long.
No, don't worry about it, Gregor. That's totally fine. And how about you, Mr. Knox? What's your character's name, by the by, Knox?
It's just you wouldn't guess it. Really, it's Knox.
Oh, that's so useful to remember. Okay, so how did you meet one of London's most powerful gang members, and why has he decided to send you away in such a manner?
Do you want me to read the entire backstory or just the relevant part?
You could share as much or as little as you think is relevant at this point. Bearing in mind that I'm sure that we'll find out more about you as we go on as well.
Okay, let me just fucking reread this for the 19th time as I've been staring at it the whole time. I'll just say the whole because it's easier for my two brain cells. Backstory: veteran of war, forced out of home to die on the streets, joined the army with hatred in his eyes, and signed up for the Steam Soldier program to cause violence and destruction on anyone who got in his way, killing many unarmed people and killing many others in his wake. Became alone after the war, chose to look to redeem himself of the horrors he did, but knows he never will be able to forgive himself for what a monster he was. Found a child after the war, looked after her as a daughter for some time. As time passed on, horrors of the past came back to haunt him, and they have kidnapped her and poisoned him, and now he tries to save her and himself from the gang members.
Okay, so they've kidnapped a person near and dear to your heart. They've poisoned you, they've poisoned her, and the only way to get her back is to do Jackal Pierpoint's nefarious deeds.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Okay, so the journey has been long and arduous, but thankfully a member of the 40 Thieves took pity on your plight and allowed you to bring one item that would provide you moral strength in trying times. Given the choice, some would bring a photograph of a loved one, others may bring a ring that reminds them of a time long gone. What personal item have you brought with you?
I'll go first. A teddy bear that was owned by the child that I considered my daughter.
Okay, so mass murderer carrying around children's toys. I like that. And how about you?
Gotta make it more disturbing.
And how about you, Gregor?
Well, I, not having too much stuff on me, have brought the most important thing that nobody can take from me, because I would resist and bite if somebody would try to. It's a strange, broken, and small gas mask. Too small to fit onto a grown man. And as we travel, my party members, let's call them that, can sometimes hear me speaking with that gas mask. And while I do that, I sound very caring and lovely, like a really good father.
There we go. So currently in our party, we've got two absolute total psychopaths that should not be let out in polite society. I like it. By the by, for the people watching at home, we do have a third person who is meant to join us, who is a very much more sensible, charismatic person. Don't know where they are at the moment. They might join us midway through. Hopefully, they will join us, so then we can have like. If not, we'll just murder everyone in this campaign. It's fine. Okay, with the auto sub requiring no pilot or crew, the only people on the vessel are yourself and others who have displeased Mr. Pierpoint. With conditions being cramped and unpleasant, how have you taken to being with the other passengers on the auto sub?
I'll go first, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not caring about the people around me because motherfucking bandits poisoned my gas mask. I cannot just leave it be. So the entire journey, I was very disconnected from all the other people, seemingly talking to myself, but actually speaking with the gas that is talking to me through my shovel and with the gas mask, because these two are much more important for me than any people around, even though I kinda care about them in my own interesting way, let's say that.
Okay, so distant learner, but you secretly you it's almost like you want to kind of like interact with people, but you're too. What's the polite word to say it without getting demonetized? You are. You know the word I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it. Okay, Nox, how is your character interacting with other people on the auto sub?
Keeping to himself, pacing and frustration. Yes.
Like a caged animal.
So we're just sitting in the opposite corners, looking at each other.
Excellent. A team made for good stuff. And I do quite like how our politician friend is in the middle. I assume he'd be trying to interact with you guys in a polite and sociable manner, and you guys were just like, nah, I'm not talking to you. Okay then, so during your time on the vessel, one mystery remains. A section of the submarine has been sealed off, and a warning sign reading "Do Not Enter" has been scratched into the door leading in. From this door is a small hatch where 3 times a day food is served. From the shuffling on the other side, it is clear that there is another person other than you and those you have seen. This door has remained eerily closed until, at breakfast time on the 14th day of travel, you find the door wide open. So I'm going to attempt to do some drawing here. So if you imagine this section of the sub is kind of where you've all been chilling out on, just this little bit here, and this is where the door leading into the other section of the sub is. So you get your food there and stuff, and then one day it just is left open, and there we go. The adventure begins. What do you guys want to do?
Venture forth.
Venture forth. Fantastic. So just gonna walk through the door. Okay, so you walk in and you will see a quite a decently large corridor. There's a couple of rooms on either side. As you enter this, you can also move your characters. I'll go out there. How can I delete that? There we go. Yeah, you can move your characters around. So you can see in. Bugger, how do I do this? You see in this room, there's like a pantry full of food, and like there's like a little kitchen as well, and there's just like loads of like crackers and toast and little bits of processed food in there. And over on this side, you will see a locked door. So just here, there's a locked door, and there is another door leading into a room, but that's also closed, but it's not locked.
All right. Can I choose to do something now? Or... All right. So I go over to the locked door, and then I bash it in with my special tool.
Fantastic. Would you like to tell us what? Would you like to tell us what your utility item is?
Let me go find it. It is a steam pressured door breaker. Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay, while that is happening, can I slowly follow my teammate? Let's say that.
Yes.
And just eerily peeking at him from around the corner, just silently without saying anything. I'm just watching him doing his stuff.
Absolutely. Okay, so what you will want to do is that you will want to roll it will be a physicality with strength check, and obviously add your +2 for your utility item.
So what? Roll, yes. /R, and what do I roll?
So you're rolling a d20. Yep. And then you're adding your strength modifier, your physicality modifier, and your +2 for your utility item.
D what was that? 6?
D20.
D20. I want to cry myself to sleep.
Amazing. The first roll of the campaign, and it's a natural 1. Okay, so you place your door breaker against this solid steel flipping piece of unmovable, and you hit it so hard with your door breaker. You're trying to focus on the actual door handle itself, and you don't necessarily budge the door open. You just kind of like take the door handle on its locking mechanism and crumple it to the point where it's now mangled and broken.
Lovely. Can I give that another shot?
I'm just peeking around the corner and saying to myself, stupid child.
Fantastic. So you can try and open it again, however, so now that the actual locking mechanism for it has now been mangled and destroyed by your attempt to open it, it's going to require a significantly larger amount of effort to open it. And bearing in mind that you are several miles underneath the ocean, and any structural damage done, or any significant structural damage done to the internals of a submarine might not be beneficial for your life.
Let's end the whole campaign, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, time to end the campaign.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going again, boys. Let's go.
Okay, then, alright, roll again. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright. A D20 again, or
D20, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, D20.
So what is that with plus all your stuff?
So plus two, so I got physicality, it plus 4.
So plus 4, and then what's your strength modifier?
My strength is 16.
So that would be a plus 3. So that's 13, and then 15 with your plus 2 for your utility item. Okay, fair enough. Just to make sure that we don't end the campaign here. The door swings open effortlessly. And normally I would not be this forgiving, but Christ, you're on a submarine, and Jesus, I put so much effort into this campaign not for it to die in the first half an hour.
So you used the force of ending it against him, and it worked.
So you open the door, and you can hear like a large bang going on inside the room. You go inside, and you will see a manor of boxes and stuff full of like little maps. There'll be small items used mainly for like exploring stuff. However, things like there was some things like telescopes. There was a globe in there. By the way that you've absolutely smashed the door open, you've kind of knocked those things over, and they're now broken beyond use. But there are quite a few maps on the go inside there.
Nice.
Okay, can I walk in, like, gently avoiding that psycho with a giant door breaker, and look at the maps, look at them. Maybe I can understand what these maps are.
Yes.
Maybe even using my tracking ability.
Yeah, go for it. Go roll for your tracking. That would be acumen? Question mark. Hold on, let me have a look at my abilities list. Tracking. That is it's an acumen, so that'll be acumen plus tracking.
Okay, so I roll one d20 plus. I have plus 2 to tracking and acumen 11, so that's that's just plus 2.
So 13 in total. Okay, so you peruse through the maps. You find maps of London. You find maps of the ocean. You find like global maps in general. But one catches your eye that. So you've been told that you are going to the Great Greenback, and that you are going to you're going to go to Port South Wales, and you find a map inside there, which I will now ferry you over to. Has that turned around for all of you?
Yeah, but it's yeah. Now it's okay. It was in a horrible quality for a second.
Yeah, it'll take a little while just to load for you guys. But yeah, there is a Port South Wales. So this is where you are going to be ending up in. It's quite exciting. So that might be useful. That might potentially be useful for later on. So back to the sub.
Okay, should I add that?
Wrong one. There we go. Ignore what you saw there.
that was a divine prediction from the gas that he gave to me.
So the shovel's telling you what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay, so should I add that map to my inventory?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish.
What's the city name again?
Port South Wales.
Port South Wales map. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I gently grab it and put it in my backpack.
Excellent stuff.
Without saying a word.
So you haven't told Nox that you have a map. You've just kind of just.
Yeah. I'm just silently walking around, peeking at him, so he won't try breaching doors and killing us all again.
Fantastic. Okay then. What's next?
I guess we go through the other door.
Okay, you open the door.
Shouldn't we first check the food stuff?
I mean, we could, yeah. We could do that, yeah.
I mean, it's a food. Maybe it's poisoned, maybe it's bad, but it is a food.
Yeah, so I mean, you're
already poisoned.
That's it. You're already poisoned. You can't get any more poison. Well, I mean, I suppose you could get AIDS or something. I don't know. But yeah, you go in there and the food looks very familiar to you. It's salted pork. It's crackers. It's all the stereotypical long traveling provision food that you've been eating for quite some time. Although, in fact, actually, do one of you want to give me a perception check for me, which is perception plus acumen?
Perception plus acumen. I can do that.
But you can both give it a go if you want.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's do it both. It's like usually if there is something that people that can be seen by the entire party, everybody just makes the roll, so it makes sense, I guess. Sorry. Fuck.
Well, 17 plus whatever you've rolled twice.
I accidentally rolled twice. Yeah.
Oh well, you rolled a natural 20. Look at that. We're getting all the high numbers and the low numbers in the first part. Okay, then. So you have a good look around this kitchen, and you find a selection of small little chocolate bars inside the kitchen that have been perfectly wrapped. Slight little bit of foliage around them, untouched.
Mm-hmm. I grab them.
I grab them all. Do you share that? Do you intend to share them with Nox? In fact, Nox, do you see Gregor steal all the chocolate? Oh no, you'll clearly see him. He'll go up to these chocolate bars. He'll pick them up and he'll.
Okay.
It's hard to not see. So I start to hoarding that chocolate, and I stop, look at Nox, and silent for a second, and I ask Nox, "Care for a chocolate?"
I snatch it out of his hand, and I walk away.
Fantastic. Yeah. I like it. Gregor extends an olive leaf of peace, and maybe we could be friends. And I was like, no, just give me your chocolate, you child.
Look at me, I'm trying to be nice. Just wait until we get to gas waste.
That was my character's gesture of accepting it, you know?
Oh, right.
Well, thank you for not beating me up, I guess.
Cool stuff. All right, so you want to go to the room then? Yeah. Is that am I guessing correctly there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you open the door and you will see a room full of. It's kind of like there's like maybe like a little screen here where there's like some. It's kind of like a sexton where there's like a number signaling latitude and longitude, And there
Okay.
is a gentleman. I don't have a thing for him, so I'm just going to give him like a little circle here. This is a chap, and an old tired-looking man dressed in a greasy formal attire has been put on the altar sub to manage. Oh, sorry, I'm reading his actual description for me. You see an old man looking quite tired and in greasy formal attire. He's busy looking at these graphs, and he's got like a little piece of cord that he's tapping away at, and he sees you come in, and he just kind of stares at you.
What was that noise before?
Oh, hello. I see you finally made your way into my command chambers here. What was all that banging that I heard earlier on?
It's just the wind.
I was maybe some very strong currents. I'm not entirely. It must be a very bumpy waves today on the under ocean. I've left the door open as we are approaching our destination, and I've been informed to inform you about your current mission from our mutual benefactor, Jekyll Pierpoint. How has the journey been for you, gentlemen, so far?
Good enough.
Definitely.
Fantastic. Okay, so I regret to inform you, gentlemen, that this is the easiest part of the journey, and you are going to be required to do quite a substantial amount of things in the name of the 40 Thieves Guild in the London boroughs. So in the Australian Greenback, how familiar are you all with the Port of South Wales? Have any of you been before? Are you brand new to these waters?
Brand new. I'd say.
Absolutely new.
Okay.
I'm just. Resist the urge to show him the map.
I should have installed a voice changer so I can make myself like sound like a fucking like a evil cyborg robot thing.
Ooh, that would have been fun. Might have to look into that for the future. So as we arrive into the Port of South Wales, there's an election going on. In 5 days, there will be the citizens of all of the Australian Greenback will be voting for their next Prime Minister or President. I actually can't remember which one it is. Never mind, I don't even know my own game.
In Australia, it's Prime Minister.
Prime Minister, right? Fantastic. So you've been tasked to run some interference in the hopes that maybe you can influence the election so that Jekyll Pierpoint's chosen champion will win the elections.
Champion? Is he Chaos God or something?
Maybe. There's two gentlemen going up for elections at the moment: a Simon Wahlberg and a Darren Debonair. Mr. Wahlberg is favoured by our mutual benefactor because he favours greater ties for trading with London, whereas the opposing member of that's going for this election is looking to close in ties with Americans. You see, so we want the English favouring politician to win the election rather than the American side of things. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds reasonable.
I'm just so slowly petting my shovel while listening to all of that.
That's understandable. So your mission is very simple. I am going to give you a quite a substantially. The quality of the flag is actually quite impeccable. I've spent most of my time here on this sub sewing it together just for a pastime. And what he does is that from his backpack, he will pull out a very large flag of the United Districts of America. So what you're going to do is that you're going to sneak into the Great House, which is the it's kind of like the House of Parliament, but for Australia, I suppose. You're going to sneak in there, and inside, deep within the compounds of this place, is the Australian Constitution. What you're going to do is that you're going to steal the Constitution before the election day and replace it with an American flag, in the hopes that then it will then turn the population against the American favouring candidate. And yes, that's the plan.
Amazing plan.
what do you gentlemen think about such a plan?
So the plan is kill everyone, place it there nicely, right? Is that what I got it right?
So, the way you go about doing this is entirely up to you. However, obviously, if you kill everyone, then there's no one left to vote. You see, it's not great. But I mean, if you need to kill a couple of people here and there, it's entirely for business, I suppose. But however, with my old age, I've completely forgot to mention, you're not the only team in this city, or in this game, shall we say, that's taking part in this. There's been a little bit of a wager being taken by the 40 Thieves Guild in London and a American thieving guild of a similar kind of caliber in the United Districts. They've sent their own team at the exact same time as we've sent our own team ourselves. So they're going to be trying to do the exact same thing, except for that they're going to try and steal the Constitution and replace it with a English flag.
So what you're saying is someone needs to fall off a building.
So
yes, I understand.
There's a general thieves' honor when it comes to kinds of political games like this. So I'll inform you on the rules. You are allowed to, how would one say, incapacitate the opposing members of this little game, shall we say, but you're not allowed to kill them. That is rule number 1, unless they try and kill you first. And
I understand, sir.
And the only other rule in this engagement is that you could tell them who you are, but you can't tell anyone else what you're doing here. You can't let them know that you are working on behalf of Jekyll Pierpoint. Otherwise, rumors will spread and the whole effort of trying to influence this election will fall awry.
So
That's
just
some
so I know, when you say incapacitate and alive, does that mean I can do anything to them that results in them being alive to incapacitate them?
What would you have in mind?
Just a little stab to the spinal cord, you know? Only permanent paralysis.
So a fate worse than death, is that what you're suggesting here?
A little stab to the spinal cord, nothing serious.
I mean,
Only permanent suffering.
Technically, it's not against the rules, but bear in mind that all information, I mean, Jekyll Pierpoint's men will be around, never interacting, but always watching. So, I mean, yes, you can, but when it comes to you... Oh, that's another thing I've completely forgot to mention. Once you've stolen this Constitution, you are then to go to... Sorry, let me check my notes. There's the Great Lakes Dome, just west of the port of South Wales. You are meant to go there, take the Constitution there, find an operative of the 40 Thieves Guild who will find you, more or less, and they will then give you the antidote to the latent poison within your system. So, yes, so when you're collecting that poison, they will all know all the information of the things you have done. So, I don't know, you might not be looked all that favourably if you disable, shall we say, your competitors, but it's not technically against the rules, so you'll still get your antidote, shall we say.
Perfect. Paralysis inbound. Great to know, sir. I appreciate the information. I'm glad we could clarify it. Paralysis is the option. Understandable.
Excellent. So, do you chaps have any questions about these as we are turning into port?
No, completely understandable. Don't give that guy a...
So I've got one question. How many competitors are there exactly, and like how many people? Or are we not talking numbers here? Just a random amount.
I'll be honest. Being an auto sub, I've basically been given my dossier to explain to you chaps what the situation is. Jekyll Pierpoint keeps his cards quite close to his chest, and that's all I know. I'm afraid. I just know that all I assume is that they've probably sent quite a competent team, as the Americans are quite known for their competency when it comes to espionage and messing around with other countries' way of doing things. So expect quite the competition abound here.
Understandable. Okay,
So
that's all I
Americans
need to know.
sent some CIA stuff and sent us.
So we'll be paralyzing about 12 people. I feel like.
I'm in the wrong meeting place. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think you are.
Oh, hi, Grim. Yeah, this is the tabletop RPG chat. We're in the middle of a game.
Oh, okay. I'm just going ahead and do.
Yep. Fantastic. I should have really made.
Echo.
Yeah, that's the voices of the shovel. I should have really made this RPG chat private, but we'll keep on with it. We'll see what kind of interesting interruptions we'll get. Okay then, so that's all that the old man has to say. So you can chill out as you want. He's also he also suggests gentlemen, and also before you go, and he pulls out this like little brown parcel. It's just a little bit of money along the way. If you're unsure of how the currency works in the Australian greenback, and he'll unpack the parcel, you'll see about 10 little blocks of wood with little notches in the side of them. So the way that the currency in the greenback works is that they've got these little thumbs, you see, and each block of wood has like a little stamp to show that it's been minted properly, and each cut on the side of the wood indicates its value. So each one of these thumbs of wood, shall we say, have got one mark each inside on the side of them. So you've got a grand total of 10 thumbs to work with as you enter the port of South Wales, which might be enough to get you some accommodation. It might not. You have to be creative with how you acquire your money in this place.
All right. We split the wood between us two, 5 each. Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do before I move on to the next scene?
Yeah. Yes. Is he essential? If we, let's just say, murdered him, and right now, would that be a consequence?
So, as far as you know of auto subs, they are not required. They don't require a crew.
So you're saying
it's useful to have a crew because with the longitude and latitude, he's got like a little cable as well that sends like little sonic. Oh, how would one this? You know how like whales communicate with like, blooming.
yeah.
Yeah.
So is this a steam-powered submarine?
Yes. So he's basically on it just to remind that the people in London, whoever's controlling this sub, hey, we are currently here. You might need to alter your directions by X in 5 minutes or something like that. So it's not essential, no.
My guy knows how to use steam things. Would that mean I have some idea of just an inkling on how to operate this thing if things go crazy?
Roll me a knowledge plus driving test.
Roll. So we'll just roll, okay?
Yeah, so you add your knowledge modifier and you add your driving modifier.
I don't have any driving modifier.
Haha.
And what was the other one? Knowledge, yeah?
Yep.
So what would that be? I've got 6.
So, okay, so that is that's a -2, I want to say.
Yeah, minus
-2.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Roll. Oh my god, it's doing. Why does it not let me do it? I have to copy it every time. Oh, yes, it. So I gotta roll a d6, yes?
That D20.
D20. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So a -2. You have rolled a 2, which is.
So what you're saying is I'm not going to murder this person. Understandable.
Yeah, you look around the sub and you think, big steams. Very good.
Yeah. Big steams go move.
Yes.
I slowly back away with the thoughts of murder and leave.
Okay then.
I also leave. Before that, I said, thank you. May the gas consume you. And then just leave.
Make the gas consume you. I like that. Okay then, so moving on to the next scene then. I might have to put your symbols back into this. So narrow tunnels and steep iron stairs lead up to a wider walkway above the sea's surface. Inside a great metal cavern, bands of sailors gather around cold tables. Giant submarines are suspended in mid-air, and mechanics skitter around between the thoroughfares, each step creating a metallic boom that punctuates the hangar. So as you open up the hatch and leave the hangar, you will see these two people clad in the black of the military guild in the Australian Greenback coming up to you. I'll say, g'day. Oh, I apologise, my Australian accent is not great. I'll say, g'day, mate. What brings you to the Australian Greenback today?
We're on business.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, we need that position so fucking much.
We're on business. We can't possibly tell you what our business is. Oh, all right then. So you'll need to show us your travel documents if you've got any, which you do, by the by. I've completely forgot to actually give you your item list, but yeah, you've got like little passports and things. So I'll ask, hey, can we see your passports and that?
I pass it over peacefully.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Me too.
So they'll look in. They'll see that presumably you've got no mischievous things. Like you haven't like cut out any of your documentation, signatures, or anything. Jackal Pierpoint's put like one of his symbols on there to let everyone know that you've got rights to travel everywhere. So all right then, mate. You're welcome to come into our country. Before you come in, I've noticed that you've got some weapons on you. Would you be able to? And he pulls out from his bag. He's got these bright orange gun holsters. Would you be able to put all your weapons while you're carrying them around in the Greenback? Would you be able to carry them in these gun holsters, please?
Okay. I obey.
Fantastic. You gotta understand, mate, is that in the Greenback, open carry is allowed so long as your weapons are very clearly visible. Concealing weapons is not allowed, and if a member of the military guild catches you concealing weapons against the public's interest, you will be taken to the Iron Corner and subsequently imprisoned. So just to keep your eyes out on that.
Understood.
All right, fair dinkum. Enjoy your stay in the Greenback, and then they will part ways and stuff.
Okay, so we are marching forward.
Yes, so we've got some sailors or sailor-looking people over here. Got some stairs here.
Is one of them just eating dirt?
One of them sat down. The other two are just kind of like
sitting. Yeah. He's sitting. Okay.
Yeah, they're all engaging in general sailoring conversations and stuff. So what do you guys want to do?
As a characters, we just need to walk away, but I think we can do. I don't know. Will that be considered a metagaming?
Look, if you do whatever your character thinks. I mean, you can always consult your shovel as well, because your character can talk to the shovel and gain insight in specific situations, although any insights that you gain may or may not be truthful.
Yeah, and getting insights from my shovel right when guards nearby might be not the best idea.
Excellent stuff. All right, then, so you guys traversing up to the...
All right. Yeah, so we just silently walk. Well, I'm silently walking. I don't want to look for knocks.
Okay, then. So transitioning over, and this is going to be fun doing it every single time. Okay, so as you come up to the surface, the lap of crystal water on smooth sandstone below, a glaze of white and blue above, a gentle wind flitters through the hot air from distant wind turbines, which stand proudly at a distance in the sea. Across a long orange harbour, you can see men and women busy tending to ropes and cargo boxes, while children sit along the old wooden harbour, dipping long lines of string into the sea and giggling with excitement as they pull up tiny crabs from beneath its blue surface. Cypress spines with piney green leaves are dotted around towering stone warehouses, each with the elegant paints and colours symbolising their owners, the ownership to various guilds and companies. Within the centre of the harbour, a pipe as wide as a deckhand's torso snakes its way into the ocean. It hums gently, leading your eyes to a beautiful white cylindrical machine, which is surrounded by people filling up bottles and mugs with clear sparkling liquid, which comes from the many taps that are bolted to its surface.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I instantly have a question. Is this area filled with gas or not?
No, so in the in the city of Port South Wales, so the way that the Australian Greenback has fought back the gas is that they've built giant glass domes above all their cities. So this is as close to a traditional modern city, well, modern from our perspective in the 1800s as it could possibly be.
So that typical 1800 city, but under the glass dome.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I wanted to approach and take a look at that mechanism, whatever it is.
This thing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a closer look. What the hell is that?
Yep. So you'll walk up to it and you'll notice that it's essentially a giant water fountain. It's got one pipe going into the sea, and you can hear water being pumped from the sea into the fountain, and then you can hear some sort of like humming inside this fountain, and then from it comes fresh, clean drinking water. There's lots of people going in, and they're taking like some water, and when they take the water, they're going up to the guard. The guard is looking at a little booklet which looks to you like a passport or some sort of citizen's document, and then they stamp it, and then once the document's been stamped, they then go about their merry way.
I imagine everyone getting any water there. Yeah, well, okay, that actually gave me an idea. Do we even have any supplies like food and water with us?
You've got your chocolate bars. So you've got 5 thumbs each, which is basically 5 gold coins if you want to use D&D parlay with it. You've got your weapons, you've got your armor, you've got your utility items, and you've got your travel documents. But other than that, that's it.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so my mic's being playing up.
That's what you were so silent.
Yes. My character observes the area for anything interesting.
Okay, roll me a perception and acumen check, please.
Let me check my acumen. It's acumen 12, perception 4. So I'd have a plus 1 or a plus 5 with the acumen.
Well, the acumen bonus is plus 1 if you're 12.
12. Okay, so 1. Okay. And what is it? A D. What?
D20. All ability checks will be on a D20.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
Finally.
Okay, so you will notice that this chap over here, what he's doing is that he's taking all these barrels and he's sticking them on the back of the wagon, although he's looking extremely tired, and with every barrel he places on top, he's getting more and more tired. You're looking at, you can see a chap over here, and he's kind of like, he's looking quite solemn, quite a little bit shaken up, and you notice that this boat here is tethered to a little like ballard here, but there's a little sign next to it saying "free to use."
All right.
Sorry to interrupt you, and Shark Shidonai is here.
Shidonai is here. Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
he found himself here, trying to survive.
good stuff. And your main thing, your main stat is presence, so you're going to be the voice of reason, shall we say, in this engagement.
Yeah, so Nox rolled 20 on perception, and we are going to how do we put that? Interact with that man with the barrels who is looking very, very tired. Why can I not ping? Excuse me, game. No, that guy. I'll jump on his head.
yes, you will. I will get inside the man. Okay then.
Yeah, you'll get inside his head.
So we're back up to where we were. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I tried to help him lift the barrels ask to help for paint. Let me just retry that one more time. Oh my Lord and Savior. I asked the man if he needs help putting the barrels onto the cart. Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate the help, but I just don't have all that much money to give. I'm just a wagoner, as it were. But I'd appreciate the help, mate.
I interrupt and saying, "Don't worry, young man. We will help you, and we don't need any payment, right?"
Fine.
I nod along.
Okay then. So who's going to help him put some barrels in the?
I would say it'd be me.
I'd say me.
Yes, I'm the strongest.
We can do both actually, because if I'm playing as my character, then he would absolutely do that. No matter how hard it is. So I think both of us, both Gregor and Nox, will do that.
Okay,
And
so if you want to help the man put some barrels in the wagon, roll a strength and a physicality check. Strength plus physicality.
Okay, strength +1.
Or
I did
the
not mean to
critical
do that.
fumbles in this game. Like if you roll a nat 1, you mess up really bad.
Yes, that's it. The first roll of the game was a natural one. So that was quite fun.
I didn't mean to roll
no,
that. That's my bad. My bad. So I just roll a d20 here.
Yep, just one d20.
You rolled four d20s.
Oh, right, okay. Apparently we're only rolling natural ones or natural 20s today. That's impressive. Yes.
I've also got +4 physicality, plus I've got 16 strength.
Oh, right, so...
You rolled 20, I don't think it even matters at this point.
Yeah.
Excellent. So Skybug, Gregor manages to stick one barrel on there. By the time you've got one barrel on there, Nox is just like, he's finished the job. There was about maybe like 4 or 5 barrels left, and Nox is just like, just knocking them back. He's doing fine with that.
Just like a circle strongman, just throwing them onto that cart.
Yes. The wagoner will just look in amazement at the sheer efficiency of this barrel packing. They're like, "Oh, thank you ever so much. That's a real big help for me. If you ever find yourself around in the commons, these barrels are full of ale, and they'll be going straight to one of the taverns and pubs around there. So find me around there, and I'll see if I can have a word with the tavern master, and he'll get you a drink or two."
Nice.
Thank you, kind man.
There we go. And he's
may the gas consume you, and I'm just leaving.
There we go. So he's going to.
We should just move barrels for the whole game.
There we go. Yeah, never mind trying to steal the Constitution. He's he's just going to move barrels around. So the barrels are gone, and he's going to. How can I? There we go. And he's going to just pull very slowly. Pull those away off into the distance. Look, the visual storytelling in this. This is amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantabulous.
Okay,
What's next?
So, satisfied with helping one man, I want to another. I'm just casually approaching that boy and asking him what he's doing.
Oh, hello, mister. Oh, I was planning to go on this boat today and do a little bit of sailing. But my sister, she's lost her favourite dog, and she's gone round trying to find it in the marketplace, and I've got no one to row with.
So the dog, you say, in the marketplace. I think at this point I should just make a roll not to scare.
Yeah, how are you talking to this child?
Well, I think I talk to him the way I talk to everybody. So you know that mentoring voice of some prophet. So like, the dog, you say.
Tell me, child, what ails you?
I'm about to do some revelation.
Okay, fair enough. Well, the kid's more upset that the fact that his sister's too busy to go rowing with him, and he'd really like it if the sister would stop looking for the dog and instead come and do some rowing with him.
Okay, murder the dog, gotcha.
My character then kicks him into the river. I'm
I'm
kidding, don't.
Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck's sake. I was like, ooh, oh.
Right on at the eyes of the gods, yeah?
Just go up to him and this is Sparta.
Okay, so you kicked him into the river, yeah?
No,
Nah, he's not that mean yet.
not yet.
Yet.
I have to have a a little bit of an excuse to kick someone into the river. No. They looked at
Okay,
me
so
the wrong way.
then I'm asking the child, and what do you want to do on that boat? Where are you gonna go?
Well, it's because it's just an old rowing boat. I can't go past the dome. And as he points towards the dome, and maybe a mile or two out into the ocean, you'll see that the dome kind of just sits on top of the ocean. So you can see there's little partial submarine ships. Like they're kind of like they're called bubble boats, which are very much like a kind of like a rowing boat, but they've got like a glass top. And what they do is that they sail towards the edge of the dome, and then they go underwater, and then they come back up. But this rowing boat is just a traditional rowing boat, so he's not going to be able to sail all that far. I just want to go out sailing and just do maybe catch some little fishes or something with my bucket. And he pulls out like a little I don't know, it's maybe like the size of a pint glass. It's not a big bucket. It's just like a very small thing, and it's like a little child's fishing apparatus.
Well, according to my character, I guess he would help him, but I don't think that fishing with a kid is a very engaging.
No, and bearing in mind that there are lots of things to do in this campaign, but you have 4 days until you until you've got to steal this constitution, basically. So I've got limited time. And we'll say that time now is about midday.
I think I would urge my party to keep moving. Like, leave this kid alone. It's kind of weird.
Yes. Okay. What do you guys think about that?
I ignore him. We're getting along.
Okay, so I look at you and say, yes, but we should find this kid's dog. Once we have the time, or I will do it myself if you don't care for that, fancy pants.
As I was saying, I say, like basically not interested in being friends, but I suggest we take the boat from the child and row to an area with more advantage. Yes.
Excellent. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, I want to take the boat from the child and row to a different area of the city.
Okay. Let's just have a quick look at the map that you got earlier on, and let's just just to emphasize, you can sail anywhere that you want, but bearing in mind that realistically the only place that you're going to go is Moore Harbour.
So we're here, yes?
Yep, right there.
Alright. It's just too much a wall and too much a wall going on here. What is 8? Short finger shanty. Where do we have to go?
So at the moment you've got all you've got between you is 10 thumbs, 10 currency. You've got 2 chocolate bars, and that's about it. You've got the whole area to go around, but maybe what I could advise you is to.
From the Great House. Yeah.
Yes, so the Great House is here. I'm going to railroad you a little bit by saying that I have not made a map for this area yet. So I can safely say that you don't need to be here for this particular part of the playthrough. Just because, again, I just haven't had time to make the map for that. But I could recommend that if you've currently got nothing in the way of food, nothing in the way of shelter, that might be a priority for you guys.
I mean,
Okay.
the guy did offer us free drinks and whatnot at the Commons Tavern. We could always go there.
Oops. Absolutely no problems and no murder will be in there.
Totally not.
Okay, then.
It's putting that in the marketplace, I guess.
Okay, so can we now return to ourselves?
Well, are you planning to do more in that area, or are we moving on?
I'm happy to move on to
Yeah,
the Commons.
let's move on. Not by boat, by any means.
What do you think, should I?
Because-
Yeah, I say we move on.
Yep. Okay. While you're traversing from the free water docks towards the commons, can one of you roll me? Or can you all roll me a acumen plus tracking skill? Just want to assess how good you are at navigating through a city that you've never been to with just a map.
So I got 14 total.
Okay then. So your navigation's as a collective, it's all right. You're not doing too bad. However, you kind of get a little bit lost, and the general architecture of this place is that there's lots of very crowded streets, lots of nooks and crannies to get lost in, and quite a lot of the streets look very similar to each other. And you end up turning down one of these streets, and as you go down, there's some nefarious-looking gentlemen that stand in front of your party and behind your party, and they're seeming to be blocking your way.
And then the combat music from one of those old anime games.
So I assume that you're walking around with this map in front of you, just trying to figure out how the streets work. And one of the guys, he's a little bit more robust, he's a little bit chunky, and he's like, "Oh, you all right, mate? So I see. I don't know why all my NPCs sound like they're from southeast London, but we'll just roll with it. You all right? You seem to be a little bit lost. So I might be able to provide you some assistance with locating the place you want to go." He just says this to the group in general.
We're looking for the Commons Tavern.
Oh, the Commons Tavern. You're nowhere near there. I tell you what, for a little bit of thumbs, I'll take you there myself personally.
I threaten him to take me there, regardless, or otherwise I'm going to violently beat him up.
Ooh, roll a presence with. Oh, what's the intimidation skill called? Yeah, roll me presence and authority.
Authority?
Yep.
I don't have a special skill called authority.
If you don't have it, then it's just you don't add it. That's fine.
And it's a presence. I got a presence of 4, so that's a -1.
That's a -3. -3.
Oh, -3.
That's a -4 if it's 4.
So I'm gonna roll. I guess. Gods be with me. Oh,
not bad, not bad. So that's a -3, so that's 16 in total. So the big guy is he kind of lose a little bit of his edge. He's not too keen. He can see the weapons on your back. He's like, "Oh, right, I don't mean no trouble. But got to understand, mate. I'm going to take your thumbs, regardless of how this transaction ends." And he and his friend next to him pull out some blades. And you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do combat. We're going to get involved in combat. Okay, right, so here's the engagement. All the pink squares are either buildings or the little ones in the corridors. They are little boxes, little I don't know, just rubbish that people have left in the streets. And we'll do combat. So to do combat, where's my combat folder?
Combat tutorial incoming.
Incoming. Here we go. So priority phase: the player party and the NPC party elect one of their members to roll for combat priority. These elected members roll a acumen plus perception or a strength plus fight or flight check each. And whichever team rolls the highest gains priority and goes first in each phase until the next priority phase. So, we need one person from your team to be elected to roll for this check.
I've got a total +3 to acumen and perception. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, so you're saying that you want to roll for that then. Okay, you roll for that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have that high stats either in this.
Cool.
I don't have high acumen. I've only got good strength.
Oh, do you have any fight of?
I don't have flight or flight now.
Yeah, so it's obvious that the least combat-oriented character will roll a combat.
But so that's the idea, so that if you're not a combat-oriented character, you've still got a use in combat, you see. That's one of the functions.
That's a cool thing.
Right, so I'm going to roll for my dude, and he is 13. He's got no plus to his acumen or anything like that, so you need to beat a 13. 22, nice. Yes, that is definitely a thing there. So the first phase of this combat is movement. So if you look in the, I've put a combat order PDF in the RPG text channel, and it outlines all the things you could do in the movement section.
Oh god, I've got no movement.
Well, what's your movement speed?
So, from what I can read, I've got a -5 to move, like 5 feet to minus movement. I don't see.
So you'll move 25 feet then.
All right.
Oh, okay. Another question. Do we need to take an action to pull out our weapons, or is it automatic?
So if you look to the last section of the combat order PDF, it's got a section called non-specific actions. So these are things that you will do instead of one of the actions in that phase. So instead of moving, you can pull out a weapon. But I'm going to assume that as they were pulling out their knives, you also probably all pulled out your own weapons anyway, so...
Yeah, I think. Okay, so we got our weapons at the ready. Okay.
Alright, so my idea is that you two try to shield me from these guys, and I'll stay in the center. Because I'm pretty squishy and can take any damage.
Alright. Yeah, and I'm literally a monster that has killed many, so I can be anywhere.
Oh yeah, just to clarify, I can shoot past my teammates, right? Not have to worry about line of sight and stuff.
Yeah, you could shoot past them, that's fine.
Okay, so my dude. Okay, so in movement phase, I'll just move up to here. Yeah, I can do that. It's only 10 feet. So I'm blocking. I'd assume this is some crate that this dude cannot traverse, right?
This thing here. Yeah. If he was to, so if you move over cover, that just basically reduces your movement by half. So he can go over it, but it'll be a lot slower. So you're just going to stand in there. So just to make it clear that you don't engage in, like you don't charge opponents until the melee phase. So you're basically moving in front of him and basically blocking his path. I know. Yep, that's fine.
Yep, I'm blocking paths for both of them, so they cannot get through me.
Alright, I move my character here.
Why are you upside down?
Because I'm fighting these two.
I see.
If it hurts your eyes, I can just do this.
I just imagine that giant standing on his hands to impress the enemy.
Yeah.
Because he can.
So that's movement phase done, yeah? Or what?
Shouldn't I? Do you want to move anywhere?
These guys, they've got like no guns or anything?
No, they've got no guns. No, they're only knives.
Right, so I guess I won't run for cover. I'll stay still.
Okie dokie then. So
you can go Overwatch, I think. There's more options than.
Yeah, you can if he's going to get charged. Right, if that's your movement phase done, I'm going to move these dudes forward 25. He's going to move forward 25. He's going to be coming up just behind him. This guy is going to stand on top of the debris. This guy obviously can't move any far forward because he's blocked by your character. So that is the movement phase for both teams done. Moving on to melee phase.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think I'll start this one. Okay, so what are the rules for charge? So it's like additional movement. Or an attack. Mm-hmm.
Yep, so charge, you move half your movement, and then you can attack someone.
Okay, so quick question. If I have a pistol that can be like fired in a melee combat, that means I can whack the enemy with the shovel and then shoot him with the pistol, or I can do only one thing?
So when you're engaging in melee combat, you can use your pistol during the melee phase as a melee attack, which is just basically just shooting them in close combat. Yes, you can attack with both weapons at the same time, but your offhand weapon does not gain any familiarity bonus.
Mm-hmm. So it is possible that I first hit them in melee with my shovel, they bonuses, and then do an additional attack with the pistol, but without bonuses.
Correct.
Okay. Then I will attack this right. Why my ping doesn't work? I will attack this guy.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
This will be now my ping.
All right.
So with screaming at him something half sane about how stupid he is to try and die in a gasless area, I whack him and then try to shoot him with my pistol.
Okay,
right in his stupid face.
So roll a d20 for your shovel attack. So I imagine that's strength weapon plus your familiarity.
Okay, strength modifier and familiarity.
Yep.
Yeah. Strength modifier 12 is, I think, 1.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. Yeah. So it's d20 plus 5. Bonk.
Bonk right on the head. Yep. So you take your combat shovel. You scream your utterances to the gas, and you just bonk him square on the head. Roll damage for us, please.
It's 1d6.
1d6, and you give him a good 4. Okay, so I'm going to put on his health. I'm just going to put 4 damage done to him. Nice. Okay, and now you've got your gun.
Yeah, and while continuing screaming, I try to shoot him right in the face.
Okay.
So I shoot him with my pistol and without Okay, so I don't add my familiarity modifier, but do I add the finesse?
Yep, you add your finesse.
Finesse. It's 8, so it's
minus 1.
It's minus 1. Minus 1.
Oh.
Bang.
You've rolled an unnatural 1. So roundabouts here. There's like a little balcony where there's like a cat, just like casually chilling. You miss the assailant so badly that you just see like this cat drop from the air onto the floor.
Okay, that's some XCOM shit right there. But
yes.
You have like 95% chance to hit, and then the character, I don't know, suddenly sneezing and just shooting it into the ground. Okay.
Excellent stuff.
I am. My character is a bit shocked, to say the least.
But at least you've killed something.
Especially since he killed an animal, and he has a thing about killing animals. Let's just say that. Well, I think that will be after the combat. Okay, I'm finally done. I'll just bonk that guy.
Cool.
And kill the cat.
Any more melee to be done?
let me just. Yeah, I'll go into melee with my melee conversion of my weapon. It is a D10 fucking melee weapon. It does crushing melee damage. I don't. What's crushing do? I did not know.
Oh, it's just damage types for particular armor. I
Okay.
think we briefly talked about your armor in game defending against particular types. I'm thinking for this first initial playthrough or the first couple of sessions, not to go too advanced with the rules because that'd be too much to talk about at the beginning. So we'll be fine with that. So you're charging this dude then?
Yes, I'm charging him.
Okay.
Charge right into him.
Well, that's the plan. So, what do I roll if it's a D? What is it?
So to hit
a
someone,
D10.
you're rolling a D20, and you're adding your. I assume that the Mastem, that's the gun that changes into a hammer. So you just kind of just like do your steam soldiery nonsense to your weapon. It almost like Jace from League of Legends. It morphs into this great big electro steam hammer. And you charge in and give him a bonk. So that will be, I assume, strength plus your familiarity.
So +1 to this, and then strength 16. So that's what strength was again. If it's 16, it's +3.
Plus 1, 2. Yep, +3.
Yeah, so that's +4. All right. Oh, that's terrible. That's 3 + 4. That's 7, and yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Fantastic. So you do all this like really cool shit with your hammer, morphing into this big, epic weapon, and then you run into him and you give him a big swipe and completely and utterly like he kind of he sees you. He knows exactly what you're doing. So he just kind of bobs and weaves out the way.
What is the combat for my guy? Let me just check. I swear there was something about getting 2 attacks. I'm not certain.
I think that yes, a steam weapon you can attack twice with it. However, if you roll 5 or less on your second attack, both attacks fail and your weapon is then jammed. Which for the hammer perspective, it'll just lose like all its like steam, electric goodness. So you'll have to fix that before you're able to actually use it in combat. But as a steam soldier, you can re-roll a check like that. Because that's what your whole vibe is.
So I can re-roll what I just did.
Pretty much, yes. Yes, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I want to re-roll. I want to re-roll that. So D20. There is it.
I'll be laughing so hard if you miss
Oh my god.
Amazing.
5 + 4. That's 9. Yeah.
That's 9. So you've still rolled a. Hold on. Let me double check your thing is reroll 1 misfire per combat, which you've done, and you've still misfired. So, which is quite impressive. So you go in for a second swing, and you just notice that the familiar thrumming of electric steam energy in your hammer kind of stops, and it's like shit. Oh no! So what you'll have to do is that as a non-specific action next round, you'll have to unjam your weapon.
All right.
Which is fine.
So you did all that cool action move things, so it's like morphing.
Yeah.
Then
I morphed out. For nothing. Oh, that's sad.
Excellent.
I better get like a good hit next time. Jesus.
Shouldn't I? I assume that you're not trying to engage in melee, are you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to run after these guys.
Cool. In that case, then melee combat for these guys. So this guy's already in combat. He's going to charge you as well. These guys are going to get involved with you. So starting with let's go Nox. I'm going to roll. 2 of these guys have got a +1 to their attacks. 2 dice. I've got one's at 17, one's at 5. What's your armor value?
D8.
8.
Yeah, I got heavy armor. Isn't that what it is?
Heavy armor. So
Pretty sure.
your armor will be 16 then.
Oh, so it's 16. Okay.
Yeah, so you block 1 and resist 1. So I then roll a d6 plus 1. Sorry, there's no pluses on this. So you take 3 damage from these guys.
Alright, how much health do I have?
So as you're looking, trying to will your hammer back into existence, one guy comes up to you and just kind of like nicks you on the arm. And then for Gregor, 2 dice going in. One's a natural 1, and one's so this guy he was trying to get over this this stuff here, and he was too disorientated to actually stab you.
Wait a second, shouldn't I?
Should BRB.
Oh, BRB, you'll be fine. So yeah, what's your armor value, Gregor?
12.
12, right? So yeah, both of those guys miss.
I am invincible.
My shovel will keep you alive forever. In that case, it's shooting. So the shooting phase. So now we just have to wait for shouldn't I? Okay, right. So shouldn't I? Firing phase. What do you want to do?
Okay, if you guys can understand me, I would like.
Yes. Now it's much better.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So, all right, I want to shoot the guy directly south of me.
Okay. Give him a shot.
And yeah, that's with the Lorenzoni pistol. That should be a D20.
Yeah, D20. Nice. Okay, yep, you hit him.
So now just roll the
that is your damage. So you've done 7 damage to
14.
him. 7 damage done.
So just to clarify, one of you guys
I've shot
have
my
shot
gun
your
and
gun already.
it hit on the top. Because I wrote natural 1.
Right?
No, not natural. It was unnatural 1.
Yes, you did roll a natural 1 early one, yeah. So that is range phased, over and done with. So let's go back to the priority phase. 1 player from each party rolling for priority. So I'm going to throw down dice.
Shouldn't I throwing in sheets?
And I've got 10.
The best for that roll.
Cool. Nice one. So my guys get to go first. They are not going to engage in any movement. They're already all where they want to be in combat. So that's my movement phase done quite quickly.
Just so I know, is there a disengagement penalty?
No. There's not a flat disengagement penalty. Some enemies will have some penalties to disengage with, but not these guys now.
No, well, I'm not gonna move anywhere. Quite confident with 2 men around me.
A muscular man on either side. So remember, Nox, that you need to, as a non-specific action at some point in this round, to be able to use your weapon to unjam it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my phase gone. Good.
Can I do the non-specific action now?
Yep.
Alright, so I unjam my steam weapon.
Cool, nice one. Okay, so that's everyone's movement done. Going into melee combat. So these two are going to strike at Nox. I'm going to roll 2 dice. That's a natural 20 and a 2. So 1 hits. So natural 20 just means double damage. And that's 10 damage.
Oh my god, I've got how much? I lost 3, so I'm missing 13 health now.
What's your maximum health?
24, I think it is. Let me have a look.
So you're missing more than half a health.
Oh my god. Grab this. I have 24 health, yep. So I have 11 health now.
Excellent. These two guys at the top, they're going to attack Nox. So that's 2 20s again. Double sevens, both miss. So you guys can engage melee.
No.
I am invincible.
So yeah, you guys can attack back now.
Okay, wait. Where can we
Alright,
see the house boss for these guys?
If you click
said
on
there
them,
are house boss.
there's complete. How much
Yes,
damage did you do to this guy
yes.
earlier on? You did. I can
Uh,
scroll up.
Yeah,
You did
4. It was
4 damage, right? 4. Stick it in there. So if you click on the actual model themselves in the red circle, that's how much damage has been done to them.
No, we cannot. I cannot click on it. I don't have access to it.
Oh, do not. Oh, well, okay. I'll just. So the guy on your right's taken 4 damage. Guy on your left's taken no damage so far.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll attack now, I guess.
Yep.
Oh yeah, go ahead then.
So I'm gonna roll a d20.
Jesus Christ. Oh God.
Okay.
Oh dear. Like what is what?
Okay, we need some divine intervention.
Hold on. Let me. Now, is your reroll misfired? Is that once per combat, or is that just any time? That is 1 per combat. So you have automatically misfired once again. So you've been stabbed a couple of times. You're a little bit weary of this combat at the moment. God, now I'm going to get my revenge. You swing, and again the natural thrumming in your mass stem hammer fails yet again, and it's lacking any kind of damage output. So, dear oh dear.
Well, I'm dead. GG. I'm out.
Oh
my.
Gregor. What are you? How are you going to attack people?
I guess it's up to me now. I'm gonna yet again scream, "You see, the gas protects me. You cannot hurt me. I am invincible." And I'm once again bonking that guy with the shovel.
Fantastic.
Okay, so it's D12 plus 6, I think it was. Bonk. Oh.
And that misses.
Okay. And then I'll shoot him with the pistol again. Wait, I need to reload it, right?
Is your pistol a breech loader?
For
the sake of conversation, we could just say that you reloaded it as a non-specific action during the movement phase. It's fine.
Okay, so I can shoot it again.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm doing it with -1, I think, yeah? Yes, it's -1, and pew.
Excellent. So you missed both shots. Nice one. Okay, cool. Moving on to the shooting phase then. Shouldn't do you want to save these guys? Marvelous stuff.
Okay.
Rolling a 9, you miss. Oh.
All of us missed each and every shot.
Fantastic. Okay then. Moving on to this combat this was meant to be the tutorial combat. This was meant to be just very easy. No worries then. So moving back on to priority phase. I'm going to roll priority. I've got a 5.
Shouldn't you're rolling again because you're the best in priority. We almost died at the beginning of the submarine. Dying to a couple of.
You might
Cobalt
seriously
moving
die
on.
here. Not gonna lie, especially me. I'm on less than half health.
Well, don't worry about.
You won't die.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna. Just to give you a little peek behind the curtain, anything that happens here won't mean that. Oh no, that's it. Your game's over. Thank you for playing. You'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll think of something cool to do.
All right.
No, you'll be unconscious at first, and then you have that vital regeneration pump, or how is it called? That
Yep.
is just basically extra life. Should we roll for him then?
To be honest, I can roll quite quickly. There we go. So he got to say, well, either way, he's beat us. So you guys get to go first.
Well, I'm still standing. Well, still standing and reloading my pistol again.
Mhm.
So,
I jam my weapon again.
Fab. I'm going to assume that Shidanai doesn't want to move anywhere and that he is also reloading his weapon. So moving on to melee combat, which you guys get to do first.
I can't wait to miss again. I swing again for this guy here. Again. With a D20.
Hey,
Thank
there we
fucking
go. Oh
God.
my goodness, amazing.
Plus, so strength plus, what is it? Strength. So it's +3, and then a +1 from, I'll just say +4, so that's 22.
That's definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Alright. It's a D6, right? Yep. No, it's D10 because my weapon hits D10, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. And 10.
Fantastic.
Oh.
So finally, after multiple attempts at getting your blooming hammer to work, a weapon that you are so familiar and confident with, you finally, that you can hear the engines whirring inside of it, and you bring your hammer down, absolutely caving this guy's skull in. A bloody mess is left on the floor as he wails and dies.
Nice. And I get to attack again, yes or no?
Yes.
Alright. We're going in again, ladies and gentlemen. Right, when the cooking's hot.
Come on.
11, so 15.
15. Yep, that's a hit as well.
Alright,
Okay, so
and then
it's just turning into
D10, and we're going in. Plus, what is it?
There's no pluses in the damage.
Okay.
So you do too. So after you've caved in that man's skull, you turn around and you give him like a little bonk around the ankles, and he's not too plussed about that.
What's D10 to this guy? Anyway, how much damage is it just a 2, or does it not matter?
So
What
yeah, so you've done 2 damage to him. The other guy died. I won't tell you what their maximum health is, but he died with how much damage? 17 damage done to him. So maybe that's his maximum health. Maybe not. Who knows?
17. Wait. Why 17?
I was assuming he had 15 health, and I killed him so badly that, even Satan was like, God damn!
Hot diggity damn. Okay. Gregor. Oh, have you done your combat?
No. Yet again, I'm trying to cock up that wounded bandit with a shovel and a pistol. So I'm rolling everything again. It was +5. Yeah. 5.
Oh dear. No, that I'm afraid that's not a hit.
And then shooting with the pistol. Well, swearing heavily because fuck this rolls. Oh,
Oh, there we go. That's a
is
hit.
that a hit?
Yes, well done.
Fucking finally. Okay, what's the dice? D8. Right in the kisser.
Fantastic. So you've done.
Bam.
That's a grand total of. He's now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've done. He's got 11 hit points of damage done to him. So you raise your pistol after slaying that cat from earlier on. You're thinking, I've now got to avenge this cat. You bring the barrel of your gun towards his forehead and shoot him square in there, and he also goes down, in a bubbly mess of red marks.
Okay. Okay. So I killed that guy twice nearly. Interesting.
It was quite the strike, I have to say. Okay, these
He
guys
died
are going to
twice.
retaliate. Southern guy is going to roll his attack. 17 plus 1, that's... your AV's 18, isn't it?
16. It's D16. My armor.
Oh, okay. All right, so that is a hit. So I'm going to roll 1d6. That's 2. 2 more damage done to you.
Jesus.
And then-
I'm fucking bleeding everywhere.
And the northern guy, he's going to attack. And
Come
that was a 2. So 3 in total, and he misses completely.
I can win this.
There we go. Your faith is your armor, from what I understand. I like that. I mean, what is your armor value?
Armor value is 12.
Yeah, 12, so you've got like the lowest armor value for your starting armor,
Yeah.
and you've taken just no damage.
Get hit.
Amazing.
Faith is my shield.
Faith is my shield. Shouldn't I? Shooting phase.
Alright, so I want to shoot the guy next to Gregor, I guess.
Yep.
That'll be a D20 plus 3 again.
Mhm.
14 does a 14 hit.
There we go. 14 does indeed hit, so you... your weapon is a
thank God.
Lorenzi pistol, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a D8.
Yep, fantastic. Give us a roll for that.
2.
Okay, so you in the middle of the melee and the combat, you ping off a shot, and it just grazes his shoulder. So there we go.
No, it's better than missing.
It's better than missing, yes. Okay, priority phase. Give it another go.
Yep.
I've got
Shouldn't I?
14.
Alright, I'll roll again, I assume.
Yep.
Easy.
Nice, easy, GG. Okay, so movement phase.
I'm loading my pistol.
I step one step closer to gaze into the eyes of my opponent.
Good stuff.
I will continue standing still menacingly.
I will get inside my opponent's mind and body.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys aren't going to be doing any moving either, so melee phase.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you want me to
Not
go first?
bonk him.
Yeah, sorry. D20, please give me power. Yes!
Oh, amazing.
Yes!
The gas favors you, my child.
D10, let's go. No!
Oh, there we go. You've bonked him on his other ankle.
Can I re-roll that or no?
So you only re-roll one misfired check per combat,
Okay, yeah,
but you
yeah.
can attack twice with your steam weapon.
Alright, so I'm attacking him again. Let's hope that the gods are on my side this time for a actual fucking damage. D20. 16?
Yep.
Yes, very impressive. Plus 4. Which is very good. And then D10. Alright. I'm slapping him around. Not
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Alright.
You're just giving him little love taps. Now that you're finally able to get your weapon to work, you really want to enjoy every little strike that you do against him.
Yeah.
That looks. I assume that looks very interesting from the side perspective. You're just loving it, tapping him with your giant hammer instead of
Yeah.
bonking. Okay, so my
I'm
turn.
massaging his shoulders right now.
You're just trying to decapitate him so we can interrogate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I turn my mighty bonk to the other guy. And rolling again, +5.
That's a hit.
That a miss?
That's a hit.
Oh, that's a hit. Great. It was D6, yeah. Bonk.
There we go. A good. So you slap him around the chops with the flat of your shovel, giving him a little bit of
And
discombobulation there.
A little bit of discomfort. And now pistol. Offhand shot. Another cat dead.
Amazing. You just end up shooting the same cat.
Shoots the dead cat.
Fantastic. Southern Boy will try and slap Nox. That is a 11, which misses. And then Northern Boy is going to try and slap Gregor, which is a 12, which actually hits. Amazing stuff. He's going to do 4 damage.
That's 20 damage.
Okay.
KO in one shot. What?
Yeah.
Amazing.
My arm.
The gas doesn't protect you forever, friend. And Shiranai.
I'll try to finish off the guy next to Gregor. That's to hit.
Missing
I'm guessing that
entirely.
misses then. Rip.
Missing entirely.
At least you're not shooting the cat.
yes. Yeah, your bullet ricochets harmlessly off the walls here. Priority.
And I assume it hits the cat again.
That's 11 for priority for me. 18.
All right. So let me get my bonking stick out. You know, because none of us are moving, so we can just skip that. The 20, 15 plus 4, that's 19.
Yep.
And then we want to go D10, 6.
There we go. So he's
Another
after playing with your food a little bit, you've kind of taken out his ankles. You've maybe smacked him around in the chest, and then you finally finish it with a good, like, you hit him so hard in the chest that the front bit of your hammer just goes a little bit into his ribs. You can hear the crack, and he kind of just gets knocked backwards and dies where he lands.
Well, from my perspective, it flew away across the.
Is there an ability to charge after doing an attack? Or no.
No.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I end my turn, I guess.
Okay, then me. This screaming, you pay for that. Once again. Well, I of course I've menacingly eroded my stove first, and now I'm bonking him with a shovel.
And you miss. Yeah. in your blind rage, your eyes are still attached to that cat, and you're just kind of flailing around at this point.
Okay, then pistol. Maybe at least it will hit. Don't tell me it's a miss.
That's 11 you've rolled, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
Well, at least it's not in the cat.
Again, the dead cat's safe. You can't kill it anymore. But yeah, so in your blind rage, after taking the first amount of damage in this combat, you've just lost it, and you're just kind of flailing and shooting wildly in front of you. My dude is going to attempt to strike you. At 9, which misses. So Shiranai, you're up.
Gas protects me once.
Okay, I will continue to stand still even harder. And I'll just take a shot at the guy up north. Hopefully I hit this time. That poor cat doesn't need any more bullets in it.
Easy.
Oh, I'm guessing that hits then.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. And 3 damage, wonderful. I graze him again.
3 whole damage. So this guy is looking quite beaten and broken. He's not looking all that happy at the moment. So roll, I assume, once more for priority. I've got 8. You've got 22. Easy peasy. So you guys get to
If
go
only
first.
we got such high rolls on combat.
All right, because I have to move. Let me friggin' find me thingy bob to measure out.
I think. Yeah, it's movement phase.
I can only move 25 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I can move right here. That's it.
But you can attack in a 5 feet range, so I think you can reach him.
Well, in the melee phase, you can charge as well.
Hmm.
Be able to get
Yeah,
there
he's
at that
5
time.
feet away. Yeah.
This guy is going to. He's not looking too pretty. He kind of looks behind him to think to run away, but the amount of damage he's sustained and seeing all his comrades fall down is just make a last stand against you guys. So we'll go into melee combat.
Hmm. Mighty, let me first. Mighty shovel, let me purge this heretic. Yes!
Yes, there we go.
Receive the judgment of the mighty monk.
Go 3 more damage, and that indeed, with one, rather than hitting him with the flat of your shovel, turn it to the side, and right smack bang in between his eyes, the shovel digs in, and he is dead. Oh, there we go.
Ah, we are victorious, finally.
Easy. Flawless combat there.
Yes, one of us did not totally nearly die, horrendously.
One of the weapons did not jam 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Flawless. Okay, right. Well, what we'll do then is I think that's a good place to leave it. You're on your way to the Commons, got into a little bit of an argy-bargy, and we'll pick up the adventure from there.